Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Monday Night Live, MWR Financial. This is going to be the one that you do not want to miss. With this time we've got left, I'll start early. Send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. You want everyone to take part in this. Whether they're in your business or not, you've got to hear and see this tonight. This comp plan, this whole layout. We've got an expert that's going to have, which has dissected all of this and is going to bring that to you tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, please, send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. This is the Monday Night Live that you do not want to miss. We're back again for a special event for you tonight. We're going to talk compensation. We're going to talk this compensation plan. Really, I mean, these guys have pulled back the onion and have shown me things that I didn't even see initially within this compensation plan. So tell me, if you need to be here or not. I say yes, you do need to be here. Send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I'm glad to be here with you tonight. My responsibility is to bring on our speaker tonight. We're getting ready for that. But before that, let's see who's joined the platform. Give us your city, your name. Here we go. Miss Beverly, Meridian, Mississippi. Welcome to the platform. Here we go again. Isaac Ward, Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome to the platform. All right. South Carolina's in the house. Mr. Marvin McGee, welcome to the platform, sir. All right. There's Miss Burns out of Texas. Welcome to the platform, ma'am. All right. Miss Jones out of Florida. Welcome to the platform. Who else do we have there? All right, Virginia out of Connecticut. Welcome to the platform. Guys, show me a few more. We'll transition over. All right, Miss Sylvester, Texas. Welcome to the platform. That's Rebecca out of Georgia. Welcome to the platform. Donnie Ward, Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome to the platform. Guys, who else is out there? Miss Lovey Sullivan, Tampa, Florida. Always a pleasure to see you, ma'am. Miss Turner, Dr. Turner, blessings to you, ma'am. Welcome to the platform. Daryl Branks, Knightdale, North Carolina. Welcome to the platform, sir. My good friend, Charlotte, North Carolina, Mr. Benjamin McGray, welcome to the platform. Mr. Baker, South Carolina, welcome to the platform. Mr. Jones, Chicago, Illinois, welcome to the platform. Ms. Cassandra Wooten, Goldsboro, North Carolina, welcome to the platform. Trevor, welcome to the platform. Good to have you, sir. Washington, D.C., Miss Cecilia, our nation's capital, is representing tonight. Chantel out of Norfolk, Virginia, welcome to the platform. All right, Miss Edwards out of Mississippi, welcome to the platform. Guys, give me a few more before we transition over. Martha Kelly out of Texas, welcome to the platform, ma'am. Always a pleasure. The U.S. Virgin Islands, way to go. Welcome to the platform, guys. We're stressing this opportunity all across the country. We're excited. Miss Harris out of Louisiana, welcome to the platform. Who else is out there? My good friend, Eric Wildner, South Florida, welcome to the platform, sir. All right, good. Long Beach, California, Miss Harris, welcome to the platform. Guys, give me a few more. Carmen out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, welcome to the platform. Miss Lawson out of Athens, Georgia, welcome to the platform. Guys, listen, let's go ahead and get started. Grab a pencil and paper. I need you to do that very seriously. Grab a pencil and paper, because if I've seen things that I didn't see before, you're going to see things that you didn't see before. Maybe you'll get a better understanding of this compensation plan. And I think many of us have absolutely missed it when it comes to how powerful this compensation plan is, how effective it can be in our lives and moving us forward. But we've got some experts tonight that are going to show you how this thing really works. A gentleman who's dissected it. I call him the professor. You're going to hear from him tonight. I'm telling you, he broke it down and he's going to share it with us tonight. Grab a pencil and paper before I bring on our first speaker tonight. So let's get to it. Once again, I'm here to introduce to you the president of MWR Financial. This gentleman, I tell you what, I've known him for, we're going on 18 years now, 18 years. And he poured a lot into me the minute he met me 18 years ago, and continues to pour into me. His forward-thinking leadership has helped make MWR Financial the fastest growing financial strategist company in the country. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome to the platform the president of MWR Financial, Mr. Andamo Tolson.
Hey, Gerald, how are you, my friend?
If it gets any better, my friend, I won't be able to stand. It's so good to see you. And how them Lakers doing?
Hey, we got game one on the road, so we gotta keep it going. Absolutely. So you know my heart. So I believe purple and gold. But Gerald, I'll tell you, tonight is exciting because we talk about the Lakers, and we all know those guys on the floor are getting paid, and they're getting paid within the confines of the structure that they have. But Gerald, what is so exciting is that a lot of people think, well, if you're not a big celebrity or some NBA star and God gifted you with those, and then think about how few he's gifted to be at that level, right, and blessed with. And do you realize that there are more people that can actually get paid like an owner, not just a player, but like an owner, like the owners get paid who pay the players? More people can achieve that than they can actually playing out there on the court. So, Gerald,
No
Don't
question
you agree
about
with
it.
that? Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
I totally agree. No question about it. And what they're going to see tonight, Andamo, really, and my eyes have been opened, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I've looked at this compensation plan ins and out, but there are pieces that I really didn't see that this gentleman that you're going to be bringing on has shared. And he's opened the door for me, man. I'm like, what in the world? So you talk about the ability to generate that level of income as an owner, not just a player. We got it right here, my friend.
That's it. That's it. A lot of people think, oh, I have to go get the lottery ticket and do all that kind of stuff to have it. What they don't realize, if they're an MWR, they have their ticket. And here's what's crazy, Gerald. Here's what's crazy. Our great CEO and founder made it so that you don't need a gazillion people to make big money here.
There you
It
go.
is a simple process that everybody can follow and do. And I think when you see how the layers are peeled back, and we have a dynamic person that's going to help us do that. But when people see tonight the real they see the full picture of the compensation plan, they're going to understand that, why, my goodness, I have these services. So MWR services are for you, and they're for your, immediate family, people that you know and care about, that want to be able to take advantage of increasing the cash flow out of their current income, and then learning how to then and have not really learning from an understanding point, but having the experts then multiply the cash flow they just helped you increase. But
Yep.
what makes MWR special is that most people, even if they increase their current cash flow by even $1,000, $2,000 even, it's not going to be enough to get them to where they want to be financially in a short period of time. You ask most people if they could, man, I'd like to be done in 10 years, 10 years or less, or 5 years or less, having to just work and grind it out every day, driving traffic every day. I get up at dark 30. I come back home at dark 30. Those kinds of things. They don't want to do that. They want to be able to spend more time with their family. They want to have options, choices. They want freedom. That's what people
Yes.
want, is freedom. But
That's it.
unfortunately, that freedom comes with a cost in this country. And so typically you have to make more money. And I've never seen a company ever been a part of, that you can go out and literally put yourself in a position where you don't have to be the expert with the services that we have. The experts do that work. So you can build this with speed, and literally you learn how to leverage not only your time, and because a lot of us have to do it part-time and things like that, but you can leverage it with a bunch of other part-time people who are doing this out of the spare room in there. They do it part-time, so their spare time out of that spare room in their house, that they're able to do it wherever they are in the world. Wherever they want to be, they can build this business, and through the leverage, which is what successful people, wealthy people, rich people have always understood, they learn how to use leverage. So when you leverage your time, all of a sudden, I get the same 24 hours that you do, Gerald, that we all do. But guess
Yep.
what? You leverage it so well, people look at, like, say someone like Bill Gates, and they go, man, he's one of the wealthiest persons on the planet. Yes, and in large part you can go, oh, because he started Microsoft and did that whole thing, and that's true, Windows and all that stuff. But the other part that people miss is that, let's say Bill Gates has 100,000 employees working for him, and they work 40 hours a week for who? Their own benefit, because that's why they're going to work, so I can go do some of the things I want to do and take care of my family. Well, that 40 hours that they work times 100,000 employees, Gerald, that's 4 million hours of effort every single week. And Gerald, let me ask you, if you got paid on 4 million hours of effort every single week, do you think you'd make more than $30 an hour?
That's leverage, my friend.
That's
Far
leverage.
more. That's leverage.
That's leverage. And we get to do that here. That's what's
Yeah.
so crazy. We get to do that here. So I think what you're going to see tonight, Gerald, and in fact, I know, because what happened, the person that we're going to bring up, he actually sent, we're actually, our great CEO and founder, Mr. Brian House, and then myself, we saw the video of him doing a presentation on showing the comp plan and breaking it down from the comp plan trainings that we sent out to everybody, the PowerPoint presentation. But he did it so well, and it was so succinct. We said, you know what you're going to see going forward on these Monday calls, Gerald, as we go forward, you're going to see more and more that you're going to see what we're going to call our experts in the field leaders who are really out here building the business. You're going to see them tell everybody what to do and how to build the business and what they're doing to help everybody go faster, to help everybody be able to understand it better. Because Brian and myself, we're doing corporate functions and things like that. So we're not directly in the field building like that. So therefore, if we're trying to train you, you were giving you information that we know works, but you right now, timely right now, they want to hear from you, Gerald. They want to hear from our number one income earner, Mr. Brian B. They want to hear from him. They want to hear, though, from other voices too that are out there making things happen. And that's what's going to happen tonight. You're going to hear from another voice. So let's do this, Gerald. I'm going to bring him up. We're going to bring up a person that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Yeah. He's been out here, building this business, but he has uniquely understands how to communicate a message that can help people see it. He talks in pictures and tells a story as he's talking to that's so relatable that you get to understand the information and able to apply it. So like you told everyone, Gerald, you need to get your pen and pads and paper ready so you can really take these notes. So look at, you're already ready. I see you, Gerald. You know how to come. And then that way you can be able to take this information, it'll transfer to you, and now you can transfer it to others and literally go out and literally change lives. So without further ado, I want to bring up a guy who hails from New York, but he's in Georgia. So he's from Georgia via New York. But that's none other than 5-star executive director, Dr. Sean T. Hill. How are you, my friend?
Oh, man. I mean, if I got any better, I'd be twins. How about you?
Oh, no, I'm outstanding. I feel the same way. In fact, Sean, what's so unique about you, and this is what I want people to do, you started off building this business part-time, but you've now been able to leverage the efforts of others, as long as yourself, and now you are, I understand, full-time with MWR now. You've been able to have that freedom and be able to tell that job that you no longer need to go there every day. Is that correct?
Absolutely. 2 years, as a matter of fact, retired February the 3rd, 2021.
Look at that. Wow, that's outstanding. So I can't think of a better person, Gerald. Don't you agree with me that can, because you saw how this comp plan was broke down as well. Was that awesome?
It was incredible. Absolutely. You talk about peeling back the onion, really getting a chance to see the meat of this comp plan. When I saw what Mr. Hill did, and Dr. Hill, I'm telling you, hey, that's why we call him the professor. I'm telling you, man. Oh, he broke it down. He broke it down. And guys, you're going to see that tonight. This is going to be phenomenal. When I say grab a pencil and paper, I'm so serious about this. You're going to want to take some notes on this. So you don't want to miss one piece of this training that we're going to get tonight from Dr. Hill.
So, well, then, Dr. Hill, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this platform over to you and allow you to do what you did and what you do. So with that, we're going to step aside and we'll be back at the end.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys. I mean, anytime you can get that type of love from two gentlemen, I just have a tremendous amount of respect for. I mean, Gerald Parker, honestly, I feel like that's my uncle. I mean, everybody needs an uncle in their life like Gerald Parker. I mean, he always has those little succinct words of wisdom, and they always tend to come at the time that I need them. And Andamo Tolson, man, your leadership, your mentorship, your friendship has been immeasurable this last 2+ years. And so I appreciate you guys. And guys, what's up, MWR family? I am extremely humbled. I didn't see this coming. I just got excited about the slides. When I saw the slide presentation that was sent out to some of the leadership team, I got so excited. I had to share it with some people that I consider to be leaders as well, and help everybody understand what we have our hands on, because it actually reopened my eyes to what we have our hands on. And guys, just understand, we have the best comp plan in all of home-based business. I'm not saying it because I'm in this company. I'm in this company because I can say it. And it's been that way since day one. It has nothing to do with the updates. See, I was one of those people. I grew up in a small town. You guys heard Brooklyn, New York, a couple of buildings. You come out of my building, you go 1 mile to the left, you're in the city dumps. You go 5 miles to the right, you're in some of the richest communities in all of New York. And so my question growing up was always the same. How do we get over there? I don't know if you guys have ever asked the right questions, but you were asking the wrong people. But everybody I asked was right there with me. And they gave me the best advice they had because they love me. I listen most of the time because, I fancy myself to be the good child in the family. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact I am my mother's favorite. Now, nobody tell them I'm my only child. That's none of their business. But guys, they told me things that they knew from the position of what they knew. So they told me if I graduated high school and got myself a college degree, I'd be able to write my own ticket. Had no idea what write my own ticket meant, but I figured if it meant getting wealthy, I wanted to do it as fast as I could. So graduated high school at 16, got an electrical engineering degree at 20 because they said that's where the money was. Pretty good. At 21, I realized I was amongst this large percentage of college graduates that never get a job in the field that they study. I'm pretty sure you guys know some people all degreed up, nowhere to go. And so it was odd job after odd job, and I was check to check. Then added 4 children to this. I don't know if you guys have children that get more expensive with every breath. I mean, we don't want to stop breathing, but if they could just take shorter breaths, that'd be helpful. Now I'm check behind check. And then over time, there was always so much month at the end of the money, it didn't even make sense to work. I don't know if you guys ever got to the 13th of the month and wondered, Lord, how am I going to get to the 30th? Now, if it's happened once or twice, it's okay. But let me tell you, when it's happening every 30 days, it's like hell on earth. And then they say, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. I went back to the same people. I said, that didn't work. What do I do now? They told me go back to school. I don't know if you guys know some people have been in school so long we forgot what they were studying. Don't laugh at us professional students. It's the only strategy we have. But now I get a master's in math education, even though I never met a wealthy teacher. I got my second check as a high school math teacher because I didn't believe the first check. I thought they made a mistake. I thought they were going to put the rest of my money on the second check. The second check came looking worse than the first one, had weird stuff on it like FICA and insurance. And that was the last day I listened to anyone who was not wealthy on wealth advice. But that was the first day I started seeking out people that were doing better than me. And it was business plan after business plan. I am actually a fan of home-based business. Where else can you go on the planet, invest less than $1,000 and have the potential to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not even millions? Nothing else even really promises that based on your sweat equity. And so I get really excited. And I've done business in home-based business for 20-something years. I won't say how many 20s, but it's a lot of years. Not until my best friend, Richard Harden, shared this with me. He and his brother, Chuck Harden, shared this business with me. And after a 4-minute conversation, 2 minutes, Richard told me what the experts did for him in his cash flow. 2 minutes, Chuck Harden told me what the comp plan was doing at that time. Just gave me a few highlights. I said, great, I'm in. They introduced me to my mentor, Brian Bean. And 86 days later, what I was earning from the comp plan of MWR matched what I was earning from the Board of Education here in Georgia after 86 days. Since February the 3rd, as I shared earlier, 2021, I have been unemployed, unemployable, and mentally unfit to work for other people. Fast forward, late last year, I call up Mr. Brian House, our CEO, and I actually called Mr. Tolson first, and I said, I have a problem. They said, well, what's the problem? I have a problem with the comp plan. They was like, all right. I said, it pays too well residually. This is the laziest I've ever been because whether I travel and help people in other markets or not, this business pays the same. It's extremely lucrative residually. These guys added some bonuses to the already lucrative residuals that have blown our minds all across this company. And so, guys, I just want to share with you what I see so you understand what we have our hands on in terms of the business plan. Now, trust me, this business is as simple as we actually are able to create new business cash flow by introducing people to a team of financial experts that will help us increase our cash flow with our existing money, and then put those two things together, that new created cash flow and that increase in our current cash flow, and multiply that cash flow in passive income. The experts do all the work. Put this in your notes. DIY is great for my garden. It is terrible for my money. They do all the work for us. And all we have to do is expose people. When Mr. Bean taught me all we do is expose, my life changed. I didn't have to be a financial expert or a guru. I didn't have to sell anything. There was nothing to sell. all I had to do was find out if people were interested in increasing their cash flow, invite them to the Zoom or the living room, and let God sort them out. And so, guys, let me show you how it pays when we do this. I'm going to share my screen and just walk you through a handful of slides that were sent to me on the MWR cash flow opportunity. And so understand what we have our hands on, guys. It's the perfect business. We have everything we need to create, increase, and multiply our cash flow. But here's a few points about what we have. You now own a business that can pay for itself. It is willable, it is sellable, it is transferable, meaning you own an asset. It's only $249.97 to acquire this asset. And then after that, it's only $149.97 to use that membership with the team of financial experts who do all the work. Second point, you can become your own boss. Third point, you control your time and your income. If it is to be, it is up to me. Fourth point, you can work from anywhere on the planet. I share with my teammates. A lot of times they think they're texting me and I'm sitting here. Meanwhile, I'm texting them back from anywhere USA, and that normally has a beach attached to it. Why? Because I only need a cellular device or a laptop. It's a little bit of Wi-Fi or a cellular signal, and we can build huge business. You get the experts are helping us reduce our taxes. This business plan helps us stay ahead of inflation. We're accelerating our debt elimination with our experts. They're accelerating our investments. They're accelerating our retirements. Guys, we get paid daily. Not only do we earn immediate income, but we earn residual income. Now, let's be clear. Guys, most people only know residual bills, meaning we get the bill, we cuss, we throw it in the bill pile, we just pay it. Well, here's the key to solving residual bills. It's residual income. See, I was only taught linear income. Linear income is I work 40 hours, I get a check. I work another 40 hours, I get another check. What happens if I don't work another 40 hours? No check. Well, that's stupid. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to do your taxes. I'm going to sell your house. I'm going to cut your yard. I'm going to do your nails. I'm going to do your hair. I get a check. I'm going to do it again. I get another check. What happens when the pandemic says it's quarantine? Everybody got to stay inside. No check. Guys, we built this business during quarantine. This business is recession and quarantine proof. Everything we're sharing, most of what we did, we literally did it on Zooms and StreamYard and these platforms that we've been using online. We were so happy when we finally got an opportunity to see one another, but we've been building business for over a year and a half. And so with that being said, we also put ourselves in a position. Oh, and by the way, my mentor said, if you're going to have bills coming into your life every 30 days, regardless of what's going on, you got to create an income that's going to come into your life every 30 days, regardless of what's going on. And when that residual income is greater than those bills, we're free. Because why do most people go to work? To pay the bills. So if the bills are already paid, why would you go then? You must really like it. And so now, in addition to residual income, you get to incorporate leverage. And a lot of people miss what we mean when we're talking about leverage. See, a lot of you guys, I saw you sharing. I saw you all sharing. You were sharing this with your friends all over social media, and they get to have they get to hear the same conversation you're hearing, but you're not the one sharing it. That's leveraging talent. Some people are not going to be able to be on the actual Zoom or be at the event, but they're able to send guests to it. That's leveraging time. And then you start building a network, and now you're getting paid on work that you're not doing. You're leveraging efforts of other people. Guys, in business and in money, we are either leveraging or we're being successfully leveraged. I choose both. And so with that being said, when you start talking about payouts and you start talking about money, I want you to understand when you get started in our business, you are now what's called a qualified financial director. We're going to call that QFD forever because we're not going to keep saying qualified financial director. You get enrolled and you get the membership. And when you do both, That's the $100 enrollment and the $149.97 membership. You do both, and now you get 3 points. Every membership we sign up is 3 points. Now you're active and qualified. The opposite of that is inactive and unqualified. You look in your business center on the first screen, it'll tell you that you're active and qualified. If not, there's a number you can call, or there's a space in your business center you can go to and fix that. So that now the experts are still going to work and you never miss a check. But now we're in a position where we can start generating customer bonuses, meaning somebody is going to want a team of financial experts that are helping us increase and multiply our cash flow. Is it okay if they go through your website to get the membership? Of course it is. Every time that happens, you're going to earn a $40 customer bonus every single time. Now, when you get to your 10th customer, you're going to start generating a 10% residual. So think about it. 10 customers at $149.97 a month is $1,499.70, almost $1,500. At 10%, that's $149.97 a month to you. So that alone would pay for your membership. But get this, after the first 3 customers you referred, your membership was free anyway. So somebody type in the chat, profit. Because the key to the business is to make sure everybody is profitable. We put ourselves in a position to become profitable with customer bonuses, but there's another way. It's called sponsor bonuses and momentum bonuses. Here's how it works. Let's just say somebody says, you know what, I want to start getting paid these referral bonuses. Great. Is it okay if they go through your website and become a QFD? Of course. Every time that happens, you earn a $50 sponsor bonus. But now you help 3 people get started in your first 30 days. It's not just $150 because that's 50 plus 50 plus 50. They're going to add a $150 momentum bonus because success loves speed. And so now you're at $300, and most people don't even know the order of the words of the company. They still say an RWM. But yet they have a ROI, which means they've gotten their return on investment. Somebody type ROI in the chat. I just want to burn a few things on your brain, right? And so here's the thing. We help them get their 3. Put this in your notes. 3 who get 3. Just like each one teach one, now we have each 3 teach 3. And so we put ourselves in a position where if you help those 3 sign up 3 QFDs in their first 30 days, which would happen within your first 60 days, you just added $450 more in momentum bonus. Pretty good. You're at $750, still figuring out the name of the company. Now, you help those 3 get their 3, and that happens in their first 30 days. That'll land in your first 90 days. You'll see an additional $900 bonus. So this momentum bonus can be as high as $1,500 total, meaning you just earned $1,650 just because you became an expert at exposing people to the information and teaching them how to keep it simple and expose people to the information. Sponsor and momentum bonuses are important because they drive our daily guaranteed residual income. So let's just say Shayna, Martina, and Sean got started in business. Each of them are 3 points apiece. They're all QFDs, and you have actually signed up an outside customer, meaning somebody just said, you know what? I just want the membership. So you have 3 QFDs and 1 MWR customer. Now what you're called an executive director. Everybody celebrates, but now you immediately start generating $5 a day, which is $150 every month. Guys, put this in the chat. Self-funded. See, first question you should ask is, how do I get a return on my investment? The very next question you should ask is, how do I make this business pay for itself? My mentor, Brian Bean, said the business that pays for itself will always be in business. Can't wait for you guys to get taught by him. He's the #1 earner in the company. Now, watch this. Now that you're found another way to be profitable, because you either got it the customer way or you got it the daily guarantee way or both. Now, when your team starts sharing the business with people, you start growing a network that can pay you as high as $15,000 a day. That's $450,000 a month. Guys, I know people in my former profession that could work 10 years and not earn $450,000. And there will be people in the MWR business that are going to receive that every month. But I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. This is what got me started. Chuck Harden got on the Zoom with us, and he said, all I'm going to say is, you get 12 business partners, they're going to pay us $600 a month. I said, wait a second, say that again. He said, they start paying $20 a day at 12 team members. I said, you mean to tell me they paying $50 every month per team member? I'm in. And that's what got me started after a 2-minute conversation. But here's where I got excited. Always talk to my family and anybody who would listen about generating a 6-figure income. And they told me I could get that accomplished with less than 500 people on the team. Now, don't get confused by the numbers. You're not going to know everyone that's working on your business team. Again, leverage. This is all leveraged income. It's going to get to a point in your business where most of your money is not going to come from your efforts. Guys, that's what's called great money. Don King said, if you can count your money, you ain't got no money. You're not supposed to know where it's all coming from. You're supposed to know where it goes. And so now you're putting yourself in a position to generate income on a part-time basis that starts to rival the income that you're generating on a full-time basis. Because here's what I know. If I don't know, it's very few people that are watching this right now that don't see your freedom number somewhere on the screen. Meaning, if that amount was hitting your account every day, every month, or every year, you would be in a position where you'd be making some serious decisions. See, I already foresee some of you are going to be calling into work saying, I got eye problems. I can't come in today. And they're going to like, what's wrong with your eyes? I can't see myself working there anymore. You're going to have options. Some of you are going to continue to go where you go to work because you love it. But imagine driving to work knowing your mortgage is already paid. Knowing that you're going to work just to do the work because you were already on assignment, not because you got to pay bills. And so now you put yourself in a position, guys, where you start generating performance bonuses. Once you're a 2-star executive director, meaning you've helped 3 find 3, you're a 2-star executive. Now some amazing things start happening. They start counting how many people come in your business every week. And if it's 6 or more, they'll pay out $300 that week. The following week on a Monday, you see $300 hit your account. You can track this in your back office with our weekly performance bonus tracker, where when you clock into the business center, it's already telling you how many more you need to qualify for your next bonus. That kicks in at 2-star executive director. It's based on your enrollment team. I won't go into too much detail, but sometimes people will pop up in your business because someone thought enough of your business to help it along by dropping people in your network. It's advantageous for everybody. Those folks don't count towards your performance bonus. If you don't understand it, don't worry about it. Most of this stuff you'll understand when you do the work and you see it in your business center. When it starts showing up in your check, that's when you'll understand it fully. And so we have a strategy called 3 weeks to 3-star executive director. It's really this simple. Host a private Zoom. Ask your expert, will you speak to some people on my behalf? Invite as many people as you can, either to that Zoom or that living room, as quickly as you can. Within the first 7 days, if you can mess around and knock out 2 of them, schedule 2 times. Why? Because you schedule 1 within the next 24 to 48 hours. But some people are going to say, oh, man, I can't make that one. It's so soon. When's the next one? And you'll already have the date scheduled with your expert. You invite as many people as you can to the Zoom to get the information. You put them on the Zoom or put them in the room and we'll get you 3. Well, here's the thing. When these 3 people get started, you're excited because you have 3 new people in your business. We're excited because this is 3 new private meetings we can do for them. And so we're going to help them do the same thing. So this is what just happened. You just earned a $40 customer bonus, $150 sponsor bonus, $150 momentum bonus. You just earned $340, still saying RWM. It's still MWR, though, guys. Now, here's what's exciting. You got your outside customer, your daily guaranteed residual kicks in, you're earning $5 a day, $150 a month. You just added $1,825 annually to your personal economy. Really good. We're going to show them how to do the same thing the second week. Well, what just happened? Well, guess what? Because it's still within your 60 days, but you helped 3 get their 3. Well, now some other bonus, your new $450 momentum bonus just kicked in. So now you're at $790 in total bonuses, and you're just getting started. But now your daily guaranteed residual just went to $20 a day, $600 a month, $7,300 a year. I'm going to stop right there for a second. I want you to understand really quickly. We show a lot of big money, but you mess around and get excited about the money along the way. And this thing runs a lot faster. And so this will give you some perspective. For those of y'all that are saying $20 a day, that ain't no money. $7,300 a year, that ain't no money. I'll tell you what, let's do what I like to call the pay raise challenge. And what I want you to do is I want you to get on social media, and I want you to go in the human resources office and ask them immediately for a $7,300 pay raise or else. And I need you to record it because I need to see how fast they get back to your desk with that box. I'm just saying, nobody's giving out $7,000 pay raises right now. And if you are blessed to be working somewhere where they're doing that, God bless you. But now here's what's exciting for us. It's still only 12 people. We found 12 people in the 350 million people in America that think this is a good idea, and we signed them up. Now, here's what happens. We don't stop there. In the 3rd week, we showed them how to duplicate that. But now we have performance bonuses in place because guess what? You were a 2-star and you just helped them sign up what they needed to sign up. Now that's going to jump to $50 a day, $1,500 a month. Guys, $18,250 extra a year in any household is a lifestyle change. I double dog on dare you not to change anything about your lifestyle, not to get some type of financial relief with an extra $18,000 coming into your home. But guys, this is just 40 people, including yourself. 39 people just joined your volunteer army. Everybody's going after their own goals and dreams. And now you're in a position where you're generating an extra $18,000. You're a 3-star executive director. And guys, that 3-star executive director, some extra bonuses kick in. You're like, what? More? Yeah, absolutely more bonuses, because this is where the leadership bonuses kick in. So now when you sponsor people and you're a 3-star executive, you don't earn $50. You earn 50 plus 30, which is an $80 bonus. And every pin rank that you get promoted going forward is an extra $10. So for instance, 5-star executive directors, when they personally sponsor someone, that's a $100 bonus. When someone on their team, this is the fun part, when someone gets started in your business that you do not know, you earn a $50 bonus. When you're a regional director or a 2-star regional director, it just goes up $10 more, guys, which is amazing. $110 a person as a regional director is phenomenal. $60 every time strangers get started is incredible. Imagine being a 5-star regional director. A number 1 earner, $150 a person, $100 per person that come into your network that you do not know. But yeah, Sean, but in a lot of those companies, man, they got those gotchas. You know, what happens if I help people, get to the level that I'm at? In a lot of companies, guys, you don't want people to get to the level that you're at because you see no more money. I remember in my practice company, I got promoted to the highest, one of the higher positions in the company. But at the same time, I did what you're supposed to do. Not only did I help somebody get promoted to the same position, I helped somebody else get promoted to that position as well. All three of us got promoted in the same weekend. It was an exciting weekend, but there was nothing exciting about that pay. Here's how our company fixes that. We have something called split leadership bonuses. So let's just say you're a 5-star executive and you help me get to executive director, 3-star executive director. I'm starting to earn my $30 bonuses. But guess what? Every time I earn a $30 bonus, the other $20 comes straight to you. But here's the key. At 3-star executive director, I probably have some 2-star executive directors that's going after their performance bonus without us. I'm a 3-star executive director. I'm doing my own presentations. I'm sitting down with people. I'm sharing this cash flow conversation. I'm doing all of the things that my mentors did to help me get the 3-star executive director. This money is coming to you for work that you had nothing to do with. And so now you're seeing all of these different types of bonuses. Guys, put this in your notes. This is the best advice I can give you. When you have to research where your check came from, it's a good check. We call that what you want. And so with that being said, I think they covered all the bases. I thought they covered all the bases, but not we had a few more bases. They had to expand our vision. Guys, understand, once our mind is expanded, it never goes back to its original state. And so understand, when you're a 3-star executive director, again, you got about 39 people in your network, including you. That's 40 people in your network, theoretically. If just 2 of them enrolled someone every day, just 2, that would be 60 total team QFDs that month. Guys, that would be $60 a day in leadership bonuses rolling to you. You just added an extra $1,800 on top of the $1,500 that you were already earning in residual income. Put this in your notes. When your bonuses are more than your residuals, now you're in production. That's when we start realizing we have some work to do. You know, I was one of those folks, again, I told them these residuals are so sweet, it's hard to go to work. But when you see in your face that just 2 people a day enrolling can bring $1,800, which is more than what I would have earned if I was a 3-star executive director, it inspires different work. Well, guys, the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra. What if instead of 2 QFDs, what if it was 3? That's 90 QFDs a month. You're making $90 a day in leadership bonuses. It's $2,700 monthly. What if it's 10? That's 300 QFDs total. 300 a day is $9,000 a month, just because 10 QFDs are coming into your business every day. And so the name of the game is how many independent leaders are building business in your book of business. No more of this everybody see, come ye, hear ye, come listen to me speak. No, we teach you how to fish so you can eat forever. We're going to put you in a position where we give you some simple language once you're ready for it in leadership. And so we're putting people in a position where they can write their own check, which in turn helps you get your bonuses to a level that are ridiculous. And this is not even counting split leadership bonuses. And so we're not even talking about all those other books of business that are happening all around your business. We're just talking about simple ways to generate new income. Guys, I can go on and on and on, but I'm going to stop right there and bring back Mr. Gerald Parker and Mr. Andamo Tolson, because I'm so blown away. I'm just ready to get to work.
But man, listen, hey Dom, that's why we call him professor, a skilled, trained, doctorate degree math teacher. This is the numbers guy. He sees it clearly. Sean, once again, Wow, incredible job, my friend.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
No, that's now I see why our great CEO and founder said Andamo, man, you got to get Sean on this platform to do what he did, because it was powerful, because you broke it down for people to clearly understand what they have. And that's it. And what's crazy, because think about this, because Sean, even the way you broke it down with when you do three who get three, and you do that in a 90-day period of time, and how they can do that. But do you realize there are people that have done it in 3 days? They may take 3 weeks, 3 months, or if you took 3 years,
right?
That's still that extra money. That's incredible. You talk about $18,000 in income every year. You couldn't do that. You couldn't extra. They wouldn't get that kind of advancement in their job in a 3-year period of time.
No.
So here's what's crazy about that. When you look at that, like you said, a team size of 40, and you were talking about just people coming in every day just from the leadership bonus. This is what's crazy. And this and I had forgotten that Sean, actually, we have to thank Sean. So everybody put in the chat, put some thank you hands or some prayer hands or some thank you, because Sean did come to us and had a conversation with me, had it with Brian. Brian and I got our heads together and said, you know what? He's right. We don't have the comp plan, even though it's rewarding people incredibly well. From a residual standpoint, those jumps in between, especially as you move up the comp plan, take a long time to get to the next level, and there's no reward to do it, so people can get comfortable. So here's what's crazy. When you are 3-star, three who get three, that means you have 39 people on your team. If you count yourself, that's 40. So if you were talking about, like, say if 5 people came in a day, or let's say 10, I think you mentioned 10. And if I had 10 people coming in a day, so that means out of the 40, that means 1 out of every 4 brought somebody in a day. So I don't need all 40. That's 10 of my 40 brought somebody in one day. But if I had 10 a day, that means the very next day, help me with this math, because 3rd grade was the best 3 years of my life. So just help me make sure I got this here, Dr. Hill. 40 plus another 10 means the next day I'll have 50 people in my organization, right?
Yeah.
So then if only 10 came in out of those 50, I'd be there's another what was that, $900? What do we have there? Bring that slide up, Martina, so we can see this. That just blew my way. Yeah, bring that slide up, because this is crazy.
The $9,000 a month.
Right. This is getting to the $9,000 a month if I had 10 people coming in every day. But here's what's crazy about it. What people think, I know they go, my goodness, 10 people a day. But look what your organization's doing. You went from 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100 and so on. Every single day it's growing. And so then you start looking at that $9,000 that is on top of your residual income.
Yeah.
That $9,000 that has nothing to do with any performance bonuses you may have earned as well. This starts to get kind of fun. Yeah. This starts to kind of now change the perspective on things. And I, like Gerald, I told you, back in my building era, this is what we did. We said, hey, make that take care of your household, that money, and then bank the residuals. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh, and see, here, back then it was just bank them. I had nothing else to do with them. You put them in the bank, what are we going to do? But now you go, now take those residuals and let that money start getting multiplied. Woo! This is how you get on the other side of money. This is how you change everything for you and your family. And I'm telling you, Dr. Hill, the way you laid it out tonight, people have to, I know they truly understand what they have a hold of. Gerald, I know you have something to say too.
Well, I mean, what I think about, Don, when you talk about, when in your building area, right? In your building area, if you had this compensation plan, what sort of income would you have made? This is the most unbelievable compensation plan ever created. I mean, Dr. Hill has laid it out. This is amazing. You talked earlier about self-funding, how quick we can do that. And I want people to understand the power of leverage, right? The other thing you mentioned is your freedom number. Choose your number. Listen, everything is in place to help you get there. This is achievable. This is doable. And the other thing that really closes all of this for me is the fact that this thing is sellable, it's transferable, it's willable. What you're building now, you can leave to your children.
Right.
That's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of what we're doing. None of this work is in vain here. So it is absolutely worth it.
Okay,
And-
now listen to this,
and you know,
Gerald.
And you know
Oh,
what
go
else? And one other note, as powerful as the DCA is, as powerful as the PRA is, as amazing as land banking is, I did not in any part of my consultation did anybody say if I put $150 in a month, I could get back $15,000 a day.
Right. That
Wow.
is wow. That's a drop the mic because that really is.
That's it.
But Gerald, you said something here, and this is what's crazy. I wonder, Mr. House and I, do you realize in the building era that I was in that you saw what I did, like you always used to say, I saw it with my own eyes.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
realize we had 3,577 people join our business from 0 to 6 months? 3,577, like QFDs, if you will, joined our business in that period of time. So, Gerald, that would have put me with just the points. That would have put me in this comp plan. And I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you the check I got in that 6 month. In this comp plan, that would put me at $1,500 per day. So that's $500,000 a year. But watch this, Gerald. This is what's crazy. But remember, in the January of 2000, what would that be? 2008. We had 1,656 people join our business in one calendar month. Now, Gerald, watch this. 1,600. So let's say just keep math easy. 1,600. Watch this. If all I was doing was getting $10, that would be 16,000. If I was getting, but let's say because I was at that rank, and it was, let's say I was average $20 because I was getting 10s and some 20s and some 30s and some 40s. Are you with me? But I just used the $20. That's $32,000 just in that bonus money on top of the 45,000. So we're talking about over $76,000 in income. And you know the check I got for that, everyone? It was 12,500 and some change.
Wow.
That's how significantly better this comp plan is. But you know why it's this good? Not only do we have people like yourself, Sean, and Gerald, and all of our other great leaders, but here's why. Because Brian and House and I always have been building in the field.
Right.
And we know what it takes to build a significant business. We know what's required. And so we built a company and a comp plan to have, that's why it has no gotchas, because it's exactly what we would have wanted to use in our building era. And that's why it's laid out here. So you don't have a CEO that just knows how to run a business and then started a network marketing company. You don't have a CEO that doesn't understand how to run a traditional business and a network marketing business. So he has both of those under his belt and has become independently wealthy before he ever started a network marketing company. So he understands what to do with your money. And you have a CEO telling you what to do, what he does with his money. Here's what you do, and has laid it out for people to be able to experience that. Where else can you get that?
Nowhere.
Hey, I said, Dr. Hill, I got eye problems right now. I got eye problems. What?
And you know, it's crazy. I have them too, because look what I'm looking at. I'm looking at two people who came to MWR and were working for someone, not for yourselves. And both of them are now retired, have been retired for a couple of years, 100% doing the income from MWR. And one of them, well, I know you've been able to get a second home. And so I don't know if you're in South Florida right now or if you're up in North Carolina right now, Gerald Parker, but you're in one of those places. You bounce back between the two and being able to live something that was always a dream for you. Sean, you wanted to be able to have freedom earlier than later, and now you have that, so you get to be on the beaches of the world and people don't even know you're there because you just get in front of a laptop and you do this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to say. There has never been anything like MWR. So if you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what lightning in a bottle looks like, because you know if you catch it, it changes everything. You just witnessed what lightning in a bottle looks like. Sean Hill broke down why it's lightning in a bottle.
Dr. Hill, you stretched our vision tonight, my friend. And I'm grateful for that. And my prayers are that everyone who participated tonight saw clearly the picture that you painted. And this is no shot in the dark. There's no guesswork at this, Andamo. This is real. This is doable. this can happen. This is achievable. You look at the top income earner. Showing you mentioned Brian Bean, $1,000 a day. And I say to people, just imagine for a moment, what sort of lifestyle has he created for himself with $1,000 a day, $30,000 a month? You see it, but what could your life look like when you're making that kind of money? What sort of impact can you have? That's what this is all about, man. And that's the beauty of it. We got a way to do it now.
Look at that. And think about with Brian B, you're talking about him. When he first came to MWR, Bean Acres was just a thought and a dream.
That's it.
And he's realizing his dream.
Right.
Yes.
And got bought in, was able to purchase an asset because of the consistency of income, with that residual income coming like clockwork every single day. And here's what's great about it: every day. It comes every day, including holidays, including weekends.
Right.
And in a leap year, you'll get paid 366 times, not 365. So it's every day. So that consistency of that, and he was able to acquire an asset that now brings him even more money, because the assets build money for it. We're seeing this, and we could go on and on and on. We have so many leaders we could talk about that things are changing. Yes, Sean.
And here's the thing. If you guys said in order to generate this type of income, I had to dunk on a 20-foot goal, I wouldn't seen it.
Right.
What's exciting about this is everybody can do it. Everybody.
That's it.
I mean, there's no more excuses, no more glass ceilings. The computer promotes you. The computer says, if you get these QFDs and these customers, we convert it to these points and we convert that to this cash. It doesn't get any better than that.
That's it. So on that note, I'm going to just tell you all, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. I just pray that you took tremendous notes and that you leverage the talents of a Sean Hill, Dr. Hill, leverage the talents of a Gerald Parker and the leaders that you have there. Do that, and I will tell you, we will not only see you on the beach at the top and on the beaches of the world, because we'll see you in both of those places. And you want to know why I know that'll be happening? Because we're already seeing Sean retired. He says he's on the beaches of the world. We're going to see you there because you can afford it. You have freedom. But you know where else we're going to see you? At the bank. And you know something about the MWR Bank. You all know it. They don't just count our money. They weigh it. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us.